Alright, we are at the farm. As you can see, Dad is going to try to work the tractor, and Mom is going to drive the truck to try to get the tractor running, I guess. Let's watch.
The butterflies like it. Butterflies. Case 930. Careful, guys. I think your dad, hey, get away from the motor, please. I think your dad was taking. Talk to your dad.
Alright guys, here's the latest project vehicle. It is a 1961 Case 930 diesel. It has a 6.6 liter 6-cylinder diesel engine. That's where it was originally sold. This one is what you would call a Western or a Wheatland because it is non-adjustable track, which means you cannot move the wheels in or out like a normal row crop tractor you could. But on most Western farms, you just use it for wheat and heavy tilling, so there's no need to adjust the track for different rows. Got some decently tall 18434s on it. But here again you'll see it is non-adjustable, which means you cannot slide the wheels in or out on the shaft like a normal row crop. This being a 61, that means it is not a Comfort King. Comfort King didn't come out as an option until 62. And basically what that meant was The fuel tank was not located here. They had a 45-gallon tank back here. The seat was moved forward. The steering assembly was moved forward, and you sat up much higher. You sat up much higher and more forward on the tractor. I kind of like this being a rear entry tractor. It's easier to get up and down on. It is a hand clutch tractor, which means there is no foot clutch. It is a hand clutch, and it has a pretty weird shift mechanism. Alright, so that's just a couple things on this tractor. It's going to need a lot of work. Fifth gear does nothing. The bolt backed out and the gear slid off the shaft. Apparently it's pretty common and not too terrible to fix. Like I said, it does not currently have PTO, but it has all the provisions for it. So if you get a PTO assembly out of a Case LA or a 930, it will drop right in. It's got the lever would be right here for it, so that's not too bad. It runs pretty good. Another kind of odd thing, this being a 61 standard, it actually has a compression release, which the later ones do not. So this lever here actually runs up to here, runs up there, and there's a compression release built in. When I go to shut it down, I will pull it and see what it does. I'm curious if it'll die or just make a loud noise. The clutch brake came off the shaft, so there's a stripped out bolt in there. I'll have to fix that, fish that bolt out, put that pulley back on. I mean, just kind of old tractor stuff. Hoses need redone. The steering's got a little bit of play. The power steering does not work. But all in all, it runs good. Got a little bit of blow by, to be expected for this old of a tractor. Really not bad. That should actually be hooked up to the air intake, so you wouldn't even see any of that blow by. It would suck it into the intake. I'd say that's pretty standard for how old of a tractor it is. I used to have a Fordson Major Diesel. They had a lot more blow by than that. Seems like the injection pump runs good. Seems like the water pump works well. Doesn't get hot. Has good fuel pressure. So yeah, next thing I need to do, I will make a battery box for it. I pull started it, as you can see in the other clip in this video. I will either make one big battery box or have one battery on each side. It is a 12 volt, so that's nice. And another thing I gotta fix, put that all back together and re-weld that so the seat sits up where it should. But pretty cool old tractor. Tires are full of fluid. So as this tractor sits, it is probably about 12,000 pounds. Kind of a beast to turn without power steering right now. So there'll be some more videos on this, cleaning it up. You know, I'll probably take the hood off, soak it down with some simple green, some kind of degreaser, power wash it all down, and service it, change the oil, clean the filter, change the oil in the oil bath air filter, you know, just basic maintenance stuff. Put some clean, fresh diesel in it, with some diesel treatment, check the fluid on the rear end, stuff like that. The transmission issues, as of right now, it just doesn't have fifth gear, and it's a 6-speed, so that's really no big deal. I can worry about that down the road, but currently in second. Clutch lever locks forward when the clutch is engaged. These tractors are really meant to be with this platform like this, and the way the steering wheel is and that clutch lever. You can operate these standing up when you're watching the implement, you know, working behind you. Find out what happens when I pull that compression push the throttle all the way down, and it shuts the rack off. Pull it back up so I don't forget. See you guys on the next one.